Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team here on the PS5. It's Season 6, Round 11. Tonight we are heading home once more for our second Italian race of the season. We're heading to Imola for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It would be really nice to get a strong result here, get the win in front of the Italian fans. We really need a good result for Mini as well after his retirement at Monaco. Not his finest moment, unfortunately. And it's left us with, well, it wasn't entirely his fault, but I mean, he went for a risky overtake and he was taken out as a result, but it's left us with a bit of a problem going forward with powertrains. It definitely did some damage, as you can see, to that gearbox. So we now have two pretty much dead gearboxes already, which is not ideal. And more importantly, it almost killed this ERS unit. So this one remaining unit now has a lot of work to do on race days. Yeah, hopefully it will last, but we'll see how that goes. Engine-wise, we haven't fared too well there either. As you can see, we lost a little bit of extra power on that engine. So, yeah, not ideal, but we are running some new upgrades on the car. As you can see, they are currently only on car 2, on Gabriele Mini, and it has made a huge difference to our cornering performance compared to our other car, Dirty Air as well, getting a very nice boost. We can get a little bit of extra speed as well, which is quite nice. So hopefully those will come good. We also have a new front wing going on the car with Kimi Antonelli on the day of qualifying. We will have no spare front wings though, so fingers crossed we don't break one, otherwise we are in trouble. Ah, dear. Right, how you doing, Dino? How you doing, Wayne? How you doing, Adrian? Good to see you. Hello to everyone else lurking in the chat as well. Let's get our target set for tonight's Grand Prix. So, starting with Kimi, the target is 5th. I'm hopeful we can get a win. And for Mini, target is 18th. Let's hope he actually finishes this time.
Welcome along to Italy, and welcome along to Imola. After returning to the Formula One calendar in 2020, Imola is now home to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. This historic track's original outline might remain, but updates to the circuit ensure that racing here feels just as exciting in modern times. The Tifosi were delighted to see their driver pick up the win in the last race. Do the Italian team, though, have what it takes to replicate their success here this weekend? It's shaping up to be a great weekend, so don't go anywhere.
Green, green, green.
Radio check.
Loud and clear. Radio check, please. Radio check, loud and clear.
Copy. Copy, copy.
There is a crash. So look for debris.
Down at Tosa. And ends up making contact with the barrier. And that won't do their confidence any good.
How are the tires?
We need temperature on the front. Tires are the cold side.
We've got a yellow flag here. Things were going smoothly. And the control's lost. And that won't do anything to help those tyres.
Yeah, I think it was very good.
Confirm. Any feedback?
All good?
Copy. Push on the fronts to get grip. Tires at the moment are on low side.
I am muted. Have I been muted this whole time? God damn it. Evening, Marcus. Thank you for the congratulations. As I was saying, interesting race yesterday. Two red flags, a full safety car and a VSC, plus a red flag in qualifying as well. Very dramatic Grand Prix. I don't think we'll see anywhere near as much drama here tonight, but we could still be on for a little bit of chaos. There are a few places where cars will crash out. We've already seen Brutzos put it in the wall at Tosa, turn 7. We've seen a spin at the Variante Alta, which is another place where cars like to make a lot of mistakes. We do see a lot of lockups at Ravazza at the end of the lap as well. Cars going straight into the gravel or maybe spinning on the exit of the second part of Ravazza, turn 18. But this is going to be a hot spot here. Turn 7, Tosa, up the hill towards the towards Piratella. That will be the main hot spot, I think, for accidents. More often than not, though, they're likely to just be a yellow flag, maybe a VSC. I don't think we'll get a full-on safety car. No worries, Wayne. Just thought I'd throw out the offer. All right, let's take a look then at what we need to change. It's going to be a fair bit. Let's go with the 13. Let's go... Actually, let's go with the setup that's on the other car, which is that. And let's see how that works. Let's have a look at Mini. So let's go the other way. Maybe that one's going to be a 2.8. Maybe not. Let's go with that. We are done for this session. And I was going through the Chevy logo earlier, seeing if there were any little tweaks or amendments I needed to make to it. I've recorded the coordinates for the color and half of the icons. I still have the other half to record, and then I can actually sit down and record a video building it. So the Chevy logo will go live tomorrow. I have also fine-tuned a livery, which I think looks quite nice. It is based on a livery on one of the new endurance Chevys that I've seen. Evening, Clark. So, Fudo will have a penalty applied to his qualifying today. That is because he took out Gabriele Mini at Monaco. 3-place penalty. Changes are made. Let's put some extra fuel in the car. What are we at? 36%. Let's go with 28 laps again. Seems to be a good number for a run.
Green light now.
We needed you last night, Safety Clark. It was a busy night. Full safety car, VSC, 2 red flags, and then a red flag in quali as well. 5 retirements through drive error, 1 mechanical retirement as Stroll's engine exploded. All right, first bit of feedback, and it is an improvement. We're up to 92%. Need some more. 99% there for Mini. Fantastic stuff.
Copy, copy.
All right, must remember that we need to let's see what
Now,
Stroll's
this
up to.
one involves Stroll. And that's where they slightly run
There
off
we
the
go.
track.
Running
Really,
wide on the
must be
exits
careful.
of Ravazza. Yeah, must remember to put the new front wing onto Antonelli's car at the end of this session when we head into day 2 for practice 3 and qualifying. Right, so this was a 3.7. It's still off, so that's going to have to be a 5.5, which means we're going to have to pull that back in and then correct like that. Ooh, that's really tight. That is really tight. We'll try that. Just need a click of toe on Gabby's car. There we go. That's him sorted. Ollie Behrman showing a little bit of pace at the moment, top of the leaderboard, although I don't put much stock in practice lap times. We can expect Cadillac to be very quick again tonight, and be interesting to see if McLaren can keep the pace promise that they showed in Monaco going here. Very different style of circuit, much faster circuit. Red Bull certainly need a result. They were abysmal yesterday. It's already looking like it's going to be a battle between just us and Cadillac. I really thought Red Bull would be strong this year. I thought they'd be right up there with us, especially with that driver lineup, and it just hasn't come to pass yet. Although there is still time, we've still got more than half the season to go. They could claw themselves back into it. Let's see, we're at 44 and 38. Let's check car parts. So, running the same chassis. There is the new front wing. Let's put that on. They're on the same rear wing. Same side pod. We've only got one of the new underfloors. That's definitely going to be worth a little bit, as you can see, for the Mini there. And they are on the same suspension as well. Let's go with just 25 laps of fuel this time, I think. You think you saw the Martin logo? Do you mean the Martini logo? I was trying to think which logo you were talking about for a minute then. Martini becomes the obvious one.
Green light.
It's just a picture of Martin Prince from The Simpsons just slapped on the side of a car. The Martin logo. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Chevy logo goes live tomorrow. I'll be recording that later tonight after the stream. But it is finished now, and the livery is done as well. Based on a shell livery that I've seen for Chevy on their Le Mans Corvettes. And the logo I'm most proud of is the Ford logo, because that is as close to photorealistic as you can get, I think. It's the one I'm most proud of. Because I had to hand build every single letter of the Ford badge there from multiple little bits. That one took a lot of time to do, but it was definitely worth it. 97%. We've got an improvement for Antonelli. It's not quite there, but it's close enough. We'll probably leave him as he is. There is a confirmation of 100% for Mini's car. And I went through the internet earlier looking for new logos for the next round of tutorials. I plan on doing quite a few more yet. Had a look at Vauxhall, maybe Lancia. Trying to think who else I downloaded now. Celine. I'm looking at maybe Celine as well. Bit of an out there option. All right, we are just that little bit away. That's too much. So it's going to have to... I don't know if that's going to do it, but we'll try that. I think we might break it doing that. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. We need to refuel because we need to send him back out for a bit more. What else to look at? I'm going to do a Subaru logo. Can't believe I haven't done the Scooby yet. trying to think which other ones I downloaded now. Yeah, I downloaded some different badges to have up on my other monitor as a reference. That's how I do mine. When I first started doing them, I had them up on the phone. Then when I got my tablet, I had the image on my tablet while I was looking at the screen. Now I've got both my screens hooked up. So I have the PC on with one screen and the console on with the other. And I've got a nice big full-size screen to look at while I'm working away. But I added about 4 or 5 more different logos. Oh, Opal was another one, in case Vauxhall is a little bit too narrow an appeal. So I added the current Opal logo as well. I downloaded the updated version of the Trident for Maserati. Don't know if I'll be able to put the writing on. That is going to take a lot of building, and I don't know if I'll have enough layers for that and the Trident. There we go, both drivers at 100%. Let's call them in. And I am still taking requests as well. He's taking them in terms of, I'll have a look and see if I can do something with it. Arrows was another one I downloaded as well to have a look at, see if I can get the Arrows logo done and actually make it look decent. It's quite a difficult one to get realistic because of the all the lines in it. I don't know if I'll have enough layers to do it the way I want to do it.
Box, stop in front of the garage.
But I'll give it a go. Bugatti was another one. Can't believe I haven't done a Bugatti yet. So if there is something you would like me to have a look at, do let me know, and I will take it under advisement. No guarantees that it will make the list, but I'll certainly have a look at it. TVR was another one I looked at.
Qualifying is coming up.
I thought about Toyota.
Will be ready and raring to go.
But I don't know whether to do the actual Toyota badge or the Toyota Gazoo Racing.
With only 10 slots
team.
available, it's a fight nobody wants to lose.
We can see the Ferrari driver there, Karun. How do you think they're going to be feeling heading into qualifying?
They'll be feeling okay, I reckon. They're certainly doing well next to their teammate, and they're really proving their value to the team.
What does today have in store? Only time will tell.
Right, we need to put some better parts on. Really don't want to take that ERS off just yet, but might have to. What about Fiat? I thought about Fiat, but Fiat don't do performance cars, really. They don't really do anything that's, ultra competitive, high performance racing. So, plus they own Ferrari, so that's the main Fiat brand, really. I'm going to stick with that ERS. I'm not going to use a new one today. Right, let's send them to the track, shall we?
Okay, green light.
I am expecting a fault to develop on Mini's car, but the great thing about the ERS is it won't be a critical failure. If it does go, it won't be a failure that forces a retirement. We'll still be able to go, we'll just be slow. So we'll still be good enough, I think, to at least finish in 18th if it does fail completely. Not that I'm expecting it to fail completely. I do need to bring in a little bit of extra cash with the upgrades that we are wanting to build and the new parts that we need to build. And spares as well.
Point is clear. Hold push remand.
I had a look at Jordan, and I don't know if I could do it justice.
Okay, track is clear. Recharge off and push.
I don't like to take on a logo project if I'm going to have to make too many compromises. I like them to look as close to the real thing as possible. That's why I haven't looked at something like Pagani, because I just don't think I'm going to be able to do Pagani. Right, did that McLaren get in the way? Did Gasly block Mini? We'll find out when he crosses the line and when Antonelli crosses the line. 112.3 for Mini.
Yeah, copy, copy.
Kimi is 1.5 seconds quicker, so yeah, I think it's fair to say that somewhere along the line he got blocked. It was down half a tenth in the first, half a second in the first sector. He was down nearly 8 tenths in the middle sector, and then down 3 tenths in the final sector. That can't be down to the ERS. It might be down to the engine a little bit, but I think he definitely got held up. I think it's possible he got held up by both the Williams and Gasly as well. I think Yuki might potentially have got in the way. And that's a quick lap time from Yuki.
Pit limiter on. And stop on the marks.
Lexus is another one I thought about, but it's not really a brand that does any kind of racing. I mean, I know they have a couple of extremely good cars, but Lexus is the luxury brand of Toyota. So it's like Rolls-Royce. I mean, you wouldn't really see a Rolls-Royce racing car. Antonelli is through. Mini is going to need to go again. I'm trying to get a little bit of clear track time. Send him now. Sonoda's going to follow us out.
Position is good.
Hyundai is another one I'm looking at. Especially as they have made, mutterings about maybe looking at Formula One in the past.
Focus on
Try and
tires.
pull away from Sonoda a little bit if I can. Don't want him to get a slipstream from me. The tyres are still a bit cool. Could probably push a little harder, a little sooner there. We will at least have a nice clear run here into Tamburello. Up to the Villeneuve chicane. And then through Tosa before heading up the hill to Piratella. We have a yellow flag on track. That's a lock-up at Aqua Minerale, I think. Oh, no, it's Sonoda running a little wide on the exit of the Villeneuve chicane. Through Aqua Minerale. And then back up the hill to the Variante Alta. Definitely going to see some lockups and/or spins here during the Grand Prix. Down the hill again now into the double left-hander of Ravazza. And now up to the line. And Mini goes top. Wow. Big improvement for Gabriele Mini there.
Watch out. You have to increase a bit more.
Copy.
Max currently in trouble. Bottom of the order. He's going to have some traffic to contend with as well. Don't know if he got held up at all by Porsche there. Who I don't think... Oh no, not Porsche, sorry, Gasly. It's always Gasly, isn't it? Porsche's just starting his flying lap now. So he will cross the line in time to get that in. It is a personal best for Verstappen. Look at Ocon, he went purple in the first two sectors. Is that a slipstream run? Must be. Yeah, I think he was getting a slipstream behind Staniek. Up to the line then for Verstappen. And he does enough to go P11. Hajar is out. Somebody just jumped all the way up. I'm not sure who it was. Staniek is out. Fittipaldi is out. We're still waiting on Albon, Van Dorn and Iwasa. Sargent at risk. He's on a flying lap. There he is. Iwasa is out. Albon just gets through. That puts Sargent in the drop zone. And Sargent can't improve. And that is it. Logan Sargent, Enzo Fittipaldi, Stoffel Van Dorn, Ayumu Iwasa, Roman Staniak and Isaac Hadjar eliminated. Both Mercedes out in Q1.
Green light.
Max is going to keep us company on track.
Focus on tires and brakes.
Yeah.
Straight out, track is clear. A recharge off and can push. Gap for the car ahead is okay. More push when you're ready, more push.
We are unfortunately going to give Max a bit of a tow, I think. Behrman has set the initial benchmark of a 110.9. Oh, we got Charles Leclerc in the way. Gets out of the way. Doesn't hold up Max, but Max does look like he's a little closer to Mini than I would like. Up to the line now. Antonelli goes top with a 110.2. Mini is half a second slower. Yeah, Max did get a little bit of a toe. Don't know how much, but a little bit. I'm going to go again. Right, so where does Zhou start to push? Okay. Around the DRS line. There we go. Tyres are cold
There is
again.
Norris,
Look.
in front of you.
Charge off and go.
We've got Mini a little bit closer this time. So he should hopefully get a bit of a slipstream here to compensate for the fact that his tyres are in worse condition. Oscar pops up into third place. No improvement for Kimi. Cold tyres in that first sector. They should be up to temperature now. Yes, they are. Mini's found an improvement. Can he stay close enough? Antonelli, I think, is already through. We have a yellow flag. Oh, it's a red flag.
A red flag.
Someone's off at Tosa. It's Sonoda. Yeah, he's blocking the track.
Sorry, mate.
And not
That's a
much
dangerous
that the team
position
can
to be
do
parked
about
up.
that one.
That's why they red flagged it. We were so close to finishing the lap as well. This is the annoying thing. We're going to go straight out. So Kimi's already through, but we're looking to try and improve Mini a little bit.
Overtake available.
Perfect.
It's clear. Recharge off and push.
Ah, damn it. Strong first sector, ruined at Tosa. We are still close enough to get a slipstream through the rest of the lap. Maybe that will be enough. Just want to get a little bit of improvement out of Mini. I want to try and get him through without having to use another set of tyres, if at all possible. He's down in the middle sector. Let's see what he did. 25.5. Oh no, that's it. 1.4 seconds down. So we are going to have to run again, I think, with a fresh set of tyres. And we have another yellow flag. That is a mistake for Gasly, I think. Oh no, Porsche, yeah.
So let's take a look at the replay. Right, we're
I knew it was a
in turn
McLaren
13
at the Variante Alta, I just wasn't sure which one.
Oh, and the car locks up. Just unable to control the car by that point.
So I think we might, well, we haven't got time to go again. Hopefully we're going to be safe. Yuki is out. Joe goes quickest. Porsche was on a flying lap, so he did not improve. Gasly is out as well. We're safe. Question now is Leclerc safe, or is Leclerc going to get eliminated in Q2 again? It's down to Stroll and Lawson. Just need one of these two to improve enough. Lawson knocks out Charles Leclerc. Can Stroll pile on the misery? Yes, he can. He doesn't get through, but he knocks Leclerc down to 12th. What is going on with Red Bull? All right, into the final session. We're just going to run new tyres only in this session. We pretty much destroyed the other set.
Green, green, green.
Focus on tire preparation.
Okay, okay.
So, with the greatest of respect to Lawson and Albon, I'm expecting Mini to set the early pace, Joe to go quicker, and then Antonelli to go quicker still. Lawson's going to start his lap, and he potentially is going to have George Russell in the way at some point. Might not be all songs and dances for Albon. Is he going to clear the pits? Yes, he is. Behrman will not get in the way. Russell pulls over.
Track is clear. More push when you're ready. More push.
All right, we cut to Kimi Antonelli.
Okay, track is clear. Charge off and go when you want.
We've got another car coming out of the pits. Mini just clears it. We've got a Red Bull further up the road as well. And that gets out of the way. So clean running now for Gabriele Mini. What about Kimi? Gets past Ocon without any issues. Joe's gone quicker than us in the first sector. Are we having problems with tyres not warming up again? First sector is the speed sector, which is where we are weaker. Downforce is key for the second sector and the third sector, and we are strong there. Purple in the middle sector. Mini up to the line. It's only P3. Okay, that is disappointing. Joe sets the new pace with a 110.3. Antonelli 17 thousandths of a second slower. Ooh. We lost out in the opening sector. We were quicker everywhere else.
Keep up the pace.
Copy.
So, let's see. Joe was, 700ths quicker than us in the first sector. We were 500ths quicker in the middle. And 100th quicker. Yeah. It was that first sector. All right, back to the pits. What does Max do? Max goes P7. Still waiting on Oscar. He's on a lap.
Stop and pit stop position.
Pit lane.
Pit limiter on. Stop in front of the garage.
And Oscar Piastri goes top. He's about a tenth and a half quicker than Kimi. And you see our drivers exiting the pit lane. Tyre warm-up has definitely been a problem. I'm hoping by going straight back out again that the tyres will warm up a little bit quicker. But what I'm also going to do is take control and push early.
Focus on tires. Use overtake.
Okay, copy.
Warm tires and brakes.
And still the tyres are not up to temperature. We've now potentially got some traffic to deal with as well. God damn it. The worst place to catch a car is here at the entrance to Tamburello. Antonelli gets through without any issue, but he's going to get held up on the exit of the Villeneuve chicane. And into Tosa. Ah, it's a wasted lap for both cars. Good first sector and a terrible middle sector for Antonelli. Other way round for Mini. I don't have time to go again. Oh, actually, no, I do. I do, just. We've got a yellow flag. Lawson.
You can stop in front of the garage.
Making a mistake at Tosa by the look of it.
Watch for David there.
This is going to be so tight.
I'm in the pit.
Pit limiter on. Stop in front of the garage.
This is going to be so tight. going to have to take manual control, basically just push flat out straight away. And even then, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. It's such a slow pit lane.
More charge, more charge.
Copy, copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Warm up the tires.
I might potentially be blocking Albon here. I don't care. We've been blocked enough.
No lift off.
Copy, copy.
Overtake available.
Yep, copy that, copy.
Mini's going to make it. I don't know if Kimi is. I don't think he is. Yeah, Kimi's not going to make it. Damn it. And we get blocked again. God damn it. Ah, for God's sake.
More charge.
Copy, copy.
So, it's a Cadillac front row. Oscar from Joe locking out row 1. We are at the front of row 2 with Max alongside us. George in the Aston is on row 3 alongside Liam Lawson, who crashed at Tosa and damaged his car slightly. Ollie Behrman and Alex Albon make up row 4, and Mini it will have to start 9th with Ocon alongside to make up row 5.
Not long until we get going here in Italy, with 63 laps of hard-fought motor racing.
Imola can really reward consistency, as Nigel Mansell showed here in 1992 when he became the first driver to ever win the opening 5 Grand Prix of a season.
Imola has no fewer than 4 chicanes, with the Variantes putting a slow-speed corner into every sector around this historic circuit. It's a high downforce track with sharp turns breaking up the straights. It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Let's have a look, shall we? One stop is quicker. Try something a little bit different with Kimi. Look at an undercut maybe. His tyre wear is definitely much better than Mini's. All right, strategists are chosen. We are going for a one stop. It's not something we traditionally tend to do, especially around here. Generally go for the two stop. We may yet change that. We'll see how things go. We have the flexibility to go onto a set of mediums and then a set of softs again with Kimi, and we have the flexibility to go soft instead of hards with Mini if we want to. Let's send them to the grid for the start of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Now it'll be interesting to see what the Alpine can achieve here.
I don't think there'll be many expecting them to mount a challenge from P19, but I wouldn't discount their chances.
Oh, Clouders
And the time has come. Let's go
on
racing.
Stoffel watch.
This is it. The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And it's a lightning start, but we got squeezed. We had such a good launch off the line, but we had nowhere to go. Mini's down a place. Piastri gets through on Joe. That's not good news for us, unless we can follow him through. And we can't. Mini battling with Leclerc over 10th and 11th right now. And Porsche sneaks on through as well. So we're down to 12th. Down 3 places for Mini here at the start. Not a great start at all. Under pressure here from Max Verstappen as well. Everyone on the mediums apart from Antonelli.
DRS ne butto. Verstappen behind.
Let's see if we can get Mini to close up.
Yeah, copy.
Overtake button.
With Lawson, Russell and Albon in 5th, 6th and 7th, I'm expecting there to be a 4-car breakaway. The 2 Cadillacs, Antonelli and Verstappen. Joe punches through. We're keeping in touch. So, the question now is how hard are the mediums going to get pushed by the rest of the field? If they push them really hard, it's going to potentially indicate a 2-stop. They always push them on the opening laps. It's whether they start to continue, whether they continue to wear out as the rest, as the next sort of 5 to 10 laps
Recharge on.
progress. That will determine whether or not we are facing a 1 or a 2 from our rivals.
Press overtake.
And Porsche might have just lost out on the DRS to Ocon here. Yes, he did. We rocket around the outside of him. See you later, Teo.
More charge.
And that's got Mini up into peak confidence. Lovely stuff. Tire temp's getting a little high. Track temperature at 39 degrees.
Awaiting button.
Copy.
See Porsche having a little look.
We leave it to you.
Copy.
As we go around the outside of Zhou through Ravazza, that gives us a run on Oscar Piastri here.
Yes, let's go.
And we get into the lead just in time as our tyres were starting to overheat quite badly. Now we are the ones with the cool, clean air over our tyres. And you can see Albon and co have dropped away. Lawson's managed to stay ahead of them, but he's dropped a couple of seconds off the back of Max. So we have got that 4-car breakaway I was predicting. It's a little tight around here. Behrman is in danger of losing DRS. So the last thing I want is to overtake him and then give it straight back to him, which is what we've done. We've got a yellow flag. Someone has locked up. It's Fittipaldi.
Now here they were taking turn 14. And the car just locks.
Heavy
But
on the
that's just the
brakes
risk you
and
take
just cuts the
when racing
variante
illegal.
outer completely there, but it's dropped him to the back. And now we're off the group.
Overtake
If
available.
we can hold position as Piastri gets in front of us, we can. Let's see, can we close up to Charles? Just going to push the tyres a little bit on this lap.
Mode attack. Mode attack.
So Mini is the reference point here against what the competition is doing with their tyres. Because we're not planning on pushing him through this first stint, apart from the odd occasion like this where we desperately need to close back up again. Can't risk getting dropped or else we will lose ground quite dramatically.
Mode charge. Mode charge.
There we go. Let's cool those tyres back down again now.
A bit more on your tires. Try to go down as much as possible.
Copy.
Antonelli will cruise on through.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Good job. More charge.
Max has found his way up into P3.
We need recharge on. Recharge on.
overtake.
Tyres are still hot for Mini here. This high tyre temp might force everyone else into a two-stop.
Overtake.
As we scooch on through past Charles Leclerc, up the inside through Ravazza.
At the moment you are going well. At the moment you are
Here's
Take
the
another
replay.
look at that.
It all starts as they reach turn 17. The opportunity begging to be taken.
Battery deployment, absolutely critical to that
And
overtake.
they move into 9th.
And then there's Gabby up. Back to where he started. And he gets a good run past Ocon. Who does not have DRS. We have a slipstream. Can we hold the position? Through the Villeneuve chicane. He'll have a look at us into Tosa.
You are doing a good job. At the moment we have Russ.
Pushes us wide. And we have to ease out. Ocon retakes his position.
Keep focus on your race now. Leclerc behind. Charge.
And it's a big gap opened up now with the front four. 6.5 seconds to Lawson.
Try to increase your pace.
We might have just lost the DRS. I don't know. It'll be tight. I think we just about kept it. Yes, we did. We get taken by both Oscar and Max. Joe is having a look at us as well. And we shut the door on the exit of Villeneuve there.
You're doing well on tyres.
Trying to go around outside of Albon here. We've got him. Up into P8 now. Lovely little move there from Mini. And I think that was triggered by Albon not having DRS on the main straight. The other two swept past him and it left him vulnerable on the exit of Tamburello, which allowed us to get on alongside into Villeneuve. Look how we're closing up through here as well. We've got such good performance through the middle of the track here with the new underfloor, combined with that new front wing. We are definitely looking very quick through sectors 2 and 3. You see Porsche getting a little wide there.
Albon is in DRS.
Leclerc will probably take him. It's so tight though.
Very good.
There's no space for anyone. And Gasly's actually got through on Leclerc. That has not worked out well for Charles Leclerc. Max now leads. We're in P2. And this is where we are so strong. Even in harvest mode, you'll see us start to close up through Aqua Minerale. And let's go into deploy mode now.
Mode charge.
See if we can get past George and Ocon and onto the back of Lawson nice and quickly. We're out of spare fuel, so let's stop pushing that now.
Lift off. Albon on DRS.
You're doing well.
Ocon's tyres are suffering. Everyone else's tyres are doing okay, so one stop maybe. Still very much looks to be what everyone else is going to do. Can we get him here into Piratello? He's got a slipstream from George, unfortunately. The slipstreaming in this game is so powerful.
Tires update.
And here we go. Chance into Variante Alta. Again, that slipstream is so hard to overcome.
Keep focus on our race.
And we're not going to get through. So we'll try harvesting again. Max goes through with DRS, and so does Joe. Nastri behind us.
Our tire status, okay to run?
You're okay.
Ocon now is through on George. And they are swarming all over the back of us. We need to punch through as quickly as we can. We might have to burn the tyres a bit to do it. We have a yellow flag. Is that Stoffel? It is.
Yeah, copy.
Was that just a lockup?
So this is what happened. So here we are following the Alpine.
So Stoffel
Things were
watch.
all right here.
Big lockup into Tosa.
Struggling with the car.
And
Now,
that
they
costs
did
him
leave
3
it very
positions.
Overtake available. No lift off anymore.
Right. Let's see if we can make a move.
Yes, let's go.
You're doing very well.
Not through there.
No overtake now. Try to cool
There's no way
down.
through.
And try to cool the engine.
And Russell's developed a fault. Oh, come on. We had the move and Ocon just switched back across us there.
Both charge. Both charge. Need the maximum level of lift off. Overtake available.
Joe has punched through into a 3-second lead. Completely unaware of that. Focusing here on trying to get Mini through. Joe has bolted.
Overtake available. We need to do lift off.
Copy.
Both charge.
Now Porsche is going to have a look.
You can reduce slightly the management there. Okay,
But
charge,
we are in
charge.
danger of losing out here. Porsche goes through, and that actually helps us. Because we would have been overtaken by at least him, probably Albon, and maybe even Gasly as well on the main straight. Now we'll get DRS. This Albon's going to punch through anyway.
Keep focus on our race. Gasly behind.
Recharge on, recharge on.
Yeah.
We can push flat out on tires. No lift off.
Copy.
Okay, more charge, more charge.
Right, let's get ourselves back through on Albon.
No lift off.
Yeah, copy, copy.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Damn it. Albon suddenly decided to push, and I don't think we got the DRS. And I think he did. Yeah, he did. No, we did as well, but we had to burn our battery to get there.
No overtake.
Oh, here's the chance. We get past
Suggested
Albon.
lift off.
Yeah, copy.
More charge.
Copy.
You are doing a good job.
And we tuck in behind Porsche.
And remind to protect the front.
Just lost a little bit of ground here, but that's okay. Not worried about that. Kind of waiting to see what Max does. As to whether or not he goes for a one-stop or a two-stop. If he goes mediums, he won't be two-stopping. He won't be one-stopping. If he goes softs, he won't be one-stopping.
Okay, more charge. More charge.
And by keeping a couple of seconds back, we're keeping the tyre temps and engine temps under control. We're not really losing any ground, and we could easily push for a lap to get back into range if we needed to.
More charge. More charge.
So Lawson has been reeled in. So now we're in the train that's fighting for fifth. Fifth down to 11th. All in the train. Leclerc has dropped 3 seconds behind in 12th. Once again, just not happening for Charles Leclerc at the moment. Tsunoda develops a fault, and Behrman has locked up. I think.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Or did he just get overtaken? Yeah, no, Behrman locked up Aqua Minerale. He's lost a lot of ground. I still think I might change the strategy. Go for that undercut. Let's do it. Let's go for the undercut.
We should try to close a bit more the gap there.
Now we are starting to lose a bit of ground. Let's burn some battery to close up.
One click of the tick now.
Front three are back together again. And they will continue to just pull away from us if we don't get back in there.
Let us know on tires.
We can cancel liftoff.
Copy.
Fault for Staniak.
And as far as we can tell, they've got a fault with the car.
Tires update.
Let's refill the battery, ready for our pit stop, which is pending soon. Oh, Piastri's got a fault.
Can you just check the deployment? It seemed a little bit funny in that lap.
ERS issues starting to rear their head there for Oscar Piastri. Pit window for Mini opens up next lap. Evening, Thomas. Am I not getting FPS drops? Playing this on the PlayStation, so it's pretty much rock solid. I mean, occasionally it does have a little stutter, but by and large, it's generally pretty bulletproof.
We go charge on.
Copy.
Our suggestion is to cool the rear.
Not quite the same
Copy.
level of consistency performance-wise on the PC, but I do run it in a much higher graphic settings.
Yeah, keep doing your best.
Run it in 4K
Okay, copy that, copy.
with a modified engine as well.
I know it's difficult, but keep focus.
You need a mode charge. No charge.
Yes, copy.
Use anti-deploy as much as you can.
Copy.
Kimi's dropped off the back of Max again. Damn it.
Copy.
Try to cool the...
All right, Lawson's lost the DRS now.
Copy, copy.
So we will rocket past him here. Gasly followed us through as well. So 2 places lost for Lawson on the entrance to Tamburello there. And we will box next lap for Gabriele Mini. And we will box next lap for Kimi
Focus, we
as
get
well.
him. We get him.
Try to recover your previous rhythm that was looking fine.
Box.
In fact, I can go another lap here, I think. With Kimi.
Box now.
All right, we are just past 1/3 distance. Mini is about to hit the pits.
More charge.
Only Fittipaldi has stopped so far. It's a good stop. 1.9.
More the race.
We are capable of much faster stops than that, but that's pretty good. We will come out just behind Stoffel. Oh, someone else has already stopped as well, apparently. No. So why are we... How are we third out of 2 cars?
It's 2 seconds from you.
That makes no sense. All right, Kimi is in.
No,
Going for an undercut
more.
on the Cadillacs here.
Use overtake.
Wait, did Mini put on hard tyres? No, he's put on softs. There's the hard tyres.
We are battling with cars.
Just sworn it was hard tyres going on. Okay, that's fine. I'm glad it's the soft. That's what I wanted. 2 second stop. That's not ideal. Don't think we'll be getting the fastest lap tonight. Right, so let's try and get some undercuts.
Mode race.
7 seconds until we hit Behrman and Staniek. Max is in. So, critical to see what he's putting on. If it's hard, it's a 1-stop. We have a yellow flag. That's Staniek. Hard tyres there.
Let's take a closer look.
That was a quick stop.
It was the Williams driver we see there.
Locking up an
Nothing
Aqua
wrong
Minerale.
so far. Very heavy on the brakes.
Big
By that
lock-up.
point, it was just too late.
Overtake available.
Copy.
There's Verstappen. We were a couple of seconds behind him, so we closed right back up to him. Mini sets the fastest lap.
More charge.
And took 4 seconds out of Ollie Behrman there.
Okay, copy.
And now Max and I need to work together to try and close down the amount of time that we lost to the Cadillacs.
focus. Charge on, charge on.
Yeah.
Hajar's picked up some damage. I'm guessing that's underfloor damage. We haven't seen him involved in an incident anywhere. Charles Leclerc is into the pits.
And tires are looking nice.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
And through we go past Max. So Mini has undercut Charles. No, wait, we were ahead of Charles anyway. We've caught Behrman. See if we can get him up the hill into Piratella.
Available.
No. So, let's just harvest.
Mode charge.
Pick up the DRS on the exit with the Variante Alta.
Try to increase the lift off.
Lift now.
And now we'll go for it. And this is going to be important because both of the Astons are in at the same time. It's a good stop for George, but Albon sat there waiting. He gets a good stop. Mini has undercut the pair of them. Breezes past Ollie Behrman.
Right then, we can take a look now. Okay, so heading into turn 1 here. Can they squeeze
Easy
by?
as you like.
And that really helps them move up the field.
So everyone who's stopping in front of us, in front of Mini, is going onto a set of hard
Mode
tyres.
charge, mode charge.
So we need to undercut as many of them as possible if we are going to make the two-stop work for Mini here.
Use overtake.
Oh, big fault for Russell.
Can we check upshifts?
Gearbox becoming an issue.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Neither Cadillac has boxed. Are they both going to box on the same lap? That would be a disaster for Oscar if they hold position like this. We get around Stroll. We need to clear Hajar as well, ASAP.
We need to cool the car. Recharge on, please.
Right, strategically managed to keep the DRS to Tsunoda there. Tsunoda's about to box anyway, but as Joe's in, it gives us that DRS down the main straight here. There is Joe. Wow, he's still a long way ahead of us. There's Kimi. I think it's possible the Cadillacs may have us beat today. Let's see if Oscar boxes. Yes, he does.
No DRS available, no DRS available.
Porsche is in as well.
Charge on.
There's Oscar. If we can at least get into his slipstream and ride him onto the back of Zhou.
Stay close to the car in front.
Still waiting on the front two to box. That's going to happen this lap, I would imagine.
Overtake available. And we do one step more management and 12.
Copy.
There is Gasly into the pits. Will Fudo box this lap as well? He's blocking Zhou. Yes, he is. He's in. And that will cost Zhou a little bit of time.
Charge on.
Right, so Mini is in 5th place. Everyone behind is now going to the end. We do need to stop again with Mini. So we need to make hay while the sun shines. We need to have good pace, consistent pace on this set of tyres until they start to fall off. And then we will be very quick when he puts on the new softs for the final stint.
And the overtake available.
Copy, copy.
Oh, and that's a VSC.
No lift off.
Copy.
VNC, VNC. Follow the delta.
Okay.
Roll is out.
And now we've had a crash.
He's crashed at
Now,
Tosa.
this is where the RB driver's involved. Clearly unable to take evasive action. And all it
Into
can
the
take
barrier,
is one
us
mistake,
first.
one momentary lapse of concentration.
And that car is gone.
And you can just feel the frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
See what he has to say for himself. Nothing, apparently. Nothing to say.
There is a crash. Yeah, all okay. And watch for debris.
We are just about at half distance. If you are enjoying the race, then why not hit the like button? If you're not yet subscribed, then please consider subscribing.
Yeah,
If you are subscribed or you're going to subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when these live streams start. Don't forget to check out the other channel as well, the new channel for PC content, including our PC modded version of F1 Manager 24. We are in Season 1, starting in 2026 with a little bit of time travel. A couple of teams have been changed as well. Audi are now branded as Audi instead of Sauber. RB have gone. Porsche have taken over the team. Cadillac have made their official F1 entry. And Logan Sargent is back on the grid. You can also get American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2 footage on that channel as well. Other stuff will be coming in the future. And we will continue to pump out content here on this channel as well. This is the final live stream for the week on this channel, but there will be a Chevy tutorial going live in the logo creator for F1 Manager tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. And more logos will be on the way in the coming weeks as well. Link to the second channel can be found either via the community tab or the links section of my homepage here on YouTube. And hopefully I will see you there. Alright, we are going back up to racing speed.
Safety car ending. You can push harder. And charge on, charge on.
Let's get Mini pushing after Max.
DRS enable. Margin to reduce a bit the management. Full charge, full charge.
So it's a three-way fight at the moment for the win between Kimi and his Ferrari and Joe and Piastri in the two Cadillacs.
Piastri in front.
Not sure where we're going to finish with Mini today,
The race is long, keep focus.
but I'd like to get back to fifth if we can. Don't think we'll be able to beat Verstappen. Maybe, if we're lucky. Max is starting to push a little bit. Let's burn our battery. Try and stay with him. Want to keep the tyres protected as much as we can, given that we are running a loss of tyre wear against the front two. They boxed considerably later than we did.
Yeah, straight front.
New fastest lap for Joe.
Keep your act on.
And now a new fastest lap for Charles on 13.3. Not a great lap for Mini. On 15.9. That's very slow. But I think he'd already crossed the line. I'm not sure when the track went green. No, he hadn't, had he? So yeah, just not a good lap in general. And we will have a new underfloor on Antonelli's car for the next Grand Prix in Miami. Mini currently running the only one of those that we have available. We
It's
are
okay.
giving him preferential treatment on the upgrades simply because his pace is slower. We need both of our cars scoring points as much as we can if we want to beat Cadillac to the Constructors' title. We have created a monster in that team. They really haven't fallen off as anywhere near as much, well, at all, really, in terms of performance, since we left them a season and a half ago. They are still the best team. Well, 16-2 for Mini. You can see Leclerc is closing that gap. Tyre wear starting to become an issue for Mini. Under 60%.
Charge on.
Copy.
Oscar's looking to close the gap to Zhou, and we are going with him.
Keep focus.
Charge on now.
Copy.
The win is still very much on. Had we not been able to get onto the Piastri when we did, when Piastri came out of the pits, I think we would probably have struggled because he would have caught up to Zhou much quicker without our pressure from behind. And then the two of them would have just kept leapfrogging and driven away from us. Max now 9.5 seconds behind us. He is out of the race now.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Ocon and Leclerc, you can see the leapfrogging they've been doing. They are now just a second behind me. And they're going to get DRS on me, I think, this lap. Yes, they are. Our tyres really are falling away now.
Overtake available.
Yeah.
Recharge
As
on.
we overtake,
Copy.
we're going to push on. Seeing as we have pretty much a full battery to get back onto Zhou now.
Click overtake.
Copy.
So we need to back off.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Don't think we were able to. Well, did we manage to drop Oscar there?
Keep focus. Everything can happen. Keep focus.
I think we did.
Overtake button.
Copy.
In that case, let's see if we can drive away. Zhou will come with us, and if we can isolate and leave Piastri behind,
Good job.
that might make our job much, much easier.
Do your best. Next car behind will be
One less rival to worry about at the end of the race. Pit window opens up for Mini on the next lap. See if we can try and get a little bit more battery into his car now.
car behind Leclerc. Keep focus on your race now. More charge.
Yeah, copy, copy.
And we are driving away from Oscar. Lovely stuff. 2.5 seconds back now.
Our window is open.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, do your best there.
You're doing a good job on tires. Keep doing that. You're doing a good job. Charge on.
Really do with another overtake or two here for Mini. Get that confidence level back up. We will no doubt end up in a position where we'll be able to get some quick overtakes when we do come out of the pits, but it would be nice to go into the pits with a little bit more confidence than we have right now.
Mode charge. Mode charge.
Okay, copy.
There we go. Joe goes through. That's fine.
Lift off to avoid instability.
Copy.
You can have some lift off.
Copy, copy.
Do your best, man.
Battery for Mini not too far away from being full. We can leave him like that for now.
Charge on.
Copy.
We've actually been able to save enough tyre wear here to actually have a slight advantage over the Cadillacs now. Very slight.
We just keep our head down. Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Ocon has just bolted away from me. That's not good. This is always the problem around this track. You start focusing on one driver for more than a couple of seconds, something happens to the other one. Ocon's just turned it on, pace-wise. He's now just 3 seconds behind Max. It was about 5 seconds a lap ago. And now the other cars are pushing as well.
Yeah, keep doing your best. Gasly behind. 3 seconds Gasly behind.
We're boxing on the next lap.
Mode attack. Mode attack. Try to close the gap with the car ahead.
Oscar trying to close that gap back up again.
Gasly behind.
Joe pushing a little bit.
Keep focus on our race. Box is lap.
And these tyres have really given up now for Gabriele Mini.
We can put a bit of energy on tires. No lift off needed from our side.
Back into DRS range, there we go.
focus, everything can happen. Keep focus.
We need to stop protecting the rear.
Copy.
No lift off anymore.
Copy, copy.
Still just the one retirement. Lance Stroll crashing at Tosa. And here comes Mini into the pits. A 1.9 second stop first time. Let's see what he gets this time. Ah, perfect. There we go. Quickest stop of the day.
Will be clear going out.
And we will come out behind a few cars. So we'll get a couple of quick overtakes in. Hajar's going to go through. So is George Russell and Iwasa. We will get out ahead of Ollie Behrman.
At the moment we are P18.
You're doing well.
We are closing in quickly now on Russell and Isaac. Quicker than I thought we would. Otherwise, I would have pushed much earlier on that lap. Wanted to wait until I was in a position to get DRS for a flying lap attempt.
Try to recover your previous rhythm that was looking fine.
Tsunoda's car trying to eat itself. Issues with his gearbox now. So that's both Williams struggling. George having serious gearbox problems as well. We're at 2/3 race distance now.
Just do your best. I know it's difficult.
Into the final third of the Grand Prix. Well, a nice little gap to Piastri at the moment.
Overtake available.
Yeah, copy, copy.
See the power of the slipstream there.
At the moment we have Russell in front.
Not a good first sector.
Try to slow down a bit more now.
Okay, copy. I am trying.
Everything can happen in this race.
Mode charge.
Ooh,
Mode
that's
charge.
brave, trying to go up the inside at Aqua Minerale. All right, flying lap attempt number 2.
Cool the engine a bit.
This time we're in peak confidence. No slipstream to worry about. And we are straight through.
is 1.5 from you. Do your best.
Up the hill to Piratella.
In case
Easily
you are
through on
able to
Iwasa.
out, slipstream will be better from us.
Can push one step more. Use deploy as much as you can.
Oscar is closing in, and I don't like that. Want Oscar to finish third out of the three of us. Take more points away from him. Mini sets a new fastest lap. It's a 1:12.8.
Try to cool down a bit more on your tires.
Copy.
Try to stay off slipstream a bit more.
Still got a lot of work to do if we are going to climb back up anywhere close to where we were. And we've left Joe behind. And the danger now is that Piastri and Joe will get together and then start to haul me in. We'll finish out the lap.
No DRS available.
Before we
no DRS
turn
available.
the tyres back down again.
Charge on.
Let's cool down the rears.
1:13.0. It's a pretty good lap.
Overtake available.
And we need to clear these two ASAP.
No management anymore.
Can we get him into the Variante outer here?
Keep focus on our race.
Sort of. We got him on the exit, down the hill into Ravazza.
Mode charge.
And now we'll easily get through on Yuki. So the Cadillacs are back together again. They're now 4.5 seconds behind us. And how did Yuki suddenly just accelerate away from us with a busted gearbox? That's annoying. Keeps us behind through the Villeneuve chicane. Has a little look at the inside at Tosa, but thinks better of it. And now we're through, finally.
Press overtake.
And we are free and clear. So,
Mode charge.
long way to go.
No,
And not a huge number of laps to do it. 10 seconds to get onto the back of Albon. How far to get to the points? We are 19 seconds away from the points at the moment. That's a lot, with only 13 laps to go.
At the moment we are P13.
Piastri has
There is Albon.
got himself ahead of Zhou. Those two are going to work together. We can turn the tyres up now. We have plenty in reserve.
Flat out.
Let's focus our attention back on Mini. She goes hunting after points. We're not going to get back up to 5th. I mean, we got up to 5th by undercutting. We were, 8th before we boxed. So if we can get back to 8th, that will... Yeah, if we can get back to 8th with the fastest lap, that will kind of justify the decision to switch to the 2-stop, but hindsight being what it is, maybe the 1-stop would have been better to stick with that. We are lapping much quicker than Albon and Sargent, over a second quicker than Lawson, over 2 seconds quicker than Gasly, only half a second quicker than Fuji, and he's a long way ahead of us, so maybe 9th. No, wait, Gasly's up there with Lawson and Fuji, isn't he? So, yeah, maybe. Maybe we can get them. Yeah, 1:17 for Fuji that last lap. Maybe we can take 8th place, and from there it's only 3.5 seconds to Ocon, so we'll see what the future holds in the closing 11 laps for Gabriele Mini. About to be 10 laps for Antonelli. 3 seconds ahead of the Cadillacs. Oh, and they hit back marker in the worst possible place. That's good. Tripping over each other a little bit. And we have about 10% more life left in our tyres. Good. Evening, Bill. Long time no see. How you been? What have you been up to in the very long time it's been since I've last seen you popping up in the comments?
No lift off.
Yep, copy.
All right, less than 3 seconds to Albon now. pulled out a little bit of time over the Cadillacs as well. So Antonelli is currently on to win the Grand Prix. I'm just hoping I can get onto the points with Mini, and laps are running out. I'm starting to think we might not make it. Don't really have a lot of tyre left to play about with either, which is the frustrating thing. One saving grace is that some of the cars in front of us have got tyres in pretty rough shape. Fuji, Gasly, Lawson. Sargent and Albon's tyres are a little bit better. How far behind are we from Lawson and co? 12 seconds now. Seven laps to go.
Tires update.
Oh crap, I'm in driving clean air. Let's turn that off quick. If that's been on the whole time and it's been costing me lap time, I'm going to be furious. I mean, obviously it's been on the whole time since I last turned it on, but if that's been costing me a lot of lap time, I'm really going to be pissed.
Yeah, keep doing your best.
I think it has. Yellow flag. Someone spun out.
Yellow ahead.
Staniek behind us.
Here we are then looking at turn 12. Around they spin. And ultimately, just
well, actually, he was in front of us at the time. You'll see us whiz through. There we go.
Overtake available.
Okay, copy.
More charge, more charge.
So, 12th place. 3 seconds behind Logan Sargent, and it's another 6 seconds on top of that to get to Lawson. I don't think we have enough time to get him into the points. And I think the two-stop has proved to be the wrong choice for Mini. Antonelli has only got 2 seconds now to Oscar Piastri. Let's use some of that spare tyre we've been hoarding. I'm trying to remember, did we win at Monza? Oh, big fault for Fuji. He's too far ahead for that to really help us out. Five laps left for Gabriele Mini. You're waiting patiently for the new Subnautica. Yeah, me too. I can't wait for that. I'm also now already patiently waiting for Frostpunk, the 1886. A reimagining of the first original Frostpunk game. Can't wait for that. 2027, that's been penciled in for.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Albon behind. Is 1.5 from you. Try to recover your previous rhythm that was looking fine. At the moment everything is okay, you're doing well done.
Three laps to go.
Copy.
No charge.
Yeah, copy.
Try to go down as much as possible.
Yeah, copy.
And remind lift off, remind lift off.
Okay, copy.
All charge, all charge.
Yeah, copy.
No lift off.
Copy.
And small lift off turn 10.
Copy.
Press and hold overtake as much as you can.
All right, we have 3 laps with Mini.
More speed.
We're about to cruise past Logan Sargent. Is Lawson too far ahead? I think he probably is.
So you're doing well there. At the moment,
But we'll get as close as we can. Antonelli now just 2 laps to go, 6.5 seconds ahead of the Cadillacs. Still hoping that Joe will pip Oscar at the end.
Copy.
I'm out of battery. Logan Sargent's going to try and retake the place from me.
Sargent behind. No overtake. Okay to push on tires. Overtake available.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Okay. We cool the rear.
Copy.
So Mini about to start. Well, sorry, Kimi about to start his final lap. There he goes. 2.5 seconds to Lawson. Lawson's pace has fallen off completely. Can I get him?
To close the gap now.
If I can get the DRS, I can get him and I can get 10th. There we go, that's the DRS.
Lift off. More charge.
We slide on through.
Keep focus on our race. Try to pull down a bit more on your tires.
Yeah, copy.
Kimi wins. by 5 seconds from Zhou. Zhou did manage to break through and get ahead of Oscar at the end.
Ferrari picks up the win.
Astounding. I don't think anyone would deny them their victory lap after a race like that.
Back to Mini. Sargent is all over the back of Lawson.
Use overtake.
Lawson's now throwing everything he's got at us. We just need to stay ahead into Rivazza. It will be 10th place for Mini. We managed to get him back to the points just.
No overtake now.
And he'll pick up that bonus point for the fastest lap. So 2 points for Mini today. Antonelli picking up the win. That'll be 27 points for Ferrari today. Cadillac will have outscored us again.
That was a great performance from the Ferrari driver, wasn't it?
It was a truly excellent win, with everything working together for the team and driver.
Pure elation there as the driver regroups with a team that worked so hard to see this moment. As far as Ferrari are concerned, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling after that race?
They'll be absolutely delighted to have picked up the win here. What a great outcome that is for the team.
And that's about it for our time here in Imola.
Coming up next, the teams will be taking a trip to the Sunshine State. The Hard Rock Stadium is laying down the track for a captivating race at the Miami Grand Prix.
Confirmation then of the final result. Kimi Antonelli gets the win at our second home race here in Italy. Fantastic result for the fans, fantastic result for the team. It is Zhou in second place ahead of Oscar Piastri, so that's a good result for us in the Drivers' Championship as well. Max will take a very distant fourth place, 25.5 seconds behind Oscar Piastri in the end then. Porsche manages to fight his way up into fifth place, gain 9 places in the race there. Leclerc also up 6 to take 6th place. Ocon in 7th, Gasly in 8th. Fudo Fujii gets 9th, despite some issues with his car at the very end there. Mini strategy change on from the 1-stop to the 2-stop, probably the wrong call in the end, but he gets back into the points, gets the fastest lap for the bonus as well. So he does still manage to score a couple of points, beating out Liam Lawson and Logan Sargent there for the final points paying position. Albon finishes in 13th ahead of Enzo Fittipaldi, the first of the lapped cars. Then it's Iwasa from Behrman, Sonoda, Hajar, Russell, Van Dorn, Staniak was lapped twice, and Lance Stroll crashing out at Tosa, bringing out a VSC. In the driver's standings then, Kimi extends his lead by another 10 points over Oscar. It's 270 points for Kimi now. He has a 41-point lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship. Zhou moves up into 3rd place, jumping ahead of Charles Leclerc, Théo Pourchaire, and Gabriele Mini. That puts him on 113 points now. Pourchaire in 4th place, just 5 points behind. Verstappen closes the gap on Leclerc, who is a point behind Pourchaire. Verstappen is just 3 points further back. And Mini, having lost out on some big points today, or the potential for some decent points today, drops down 3 places. He is on 101 points. So he has at least broken the triple-digit barrier already. Yuki Tsunoda is 8th, no points to him today. He stays on 49. Then it's Logan Sargent with 35. Ocon up 2 places into 10th with 25 points now, ahead of Gasly on 22. Russell on 21. Behrman on 19. Fudo Fujii picks up another couple of points. He is on 9 now. Liam Lawson has 6 in 15th. 16th is Albon with 5. Hajar with 4. Stroll with 2. And then into the non-scorers, 19th place for Enzo Fittipaldi, 20th for Stoffel, 21st for Iwasa, and Staniek in 22nd. In the constructors' standings, we lose another 6 points to Cadillac. That gap is now down to 29 points in the constructors' challenge, 371 to 342. Some not bad points there for Red Bull. Most of those coming from Max, but Leclerc chipping in a few of his own. They finish with 20 points today. They're on 211. They have a healthy lead over McLaren. They pull out another 6 points over them, but they are now 131 points behind Cadillac and 160 points behind Ferrari. They're pretty much out of the running for the constructors at this stage, but there are still 13 races still to go. Plenty of sprints to come as well. So who knows? Maybe they can bring themselves back into the fight with a couple of really juicy upgrades. Williams are 5th with 49 points, 10 ahead of Mercedes, who have 39 in 6th. 7th is Aston with 26, 1 point ahead of Alpine, who've closed the gap up today. They also have jumped ahead of RB. RB down to 9th now with 21 points. Sauber picking up another couple of points. They're in 10th with 9. And Haas bottom with 6. Let's take a look at the pit stops. We had the quickest stop of the day with Mini. His second stop, absolutely blinding, as you can see. A sub 1.8 second stop. Max gets second for Red Bull, with Leclerc also chipping in a couple of extra points there in 8th. RB get 3rd place. Aston take 4th. 5th for Sauber. 7th for Haas. Williams get both of their cars into the bottom of the top 10, 3 points in total. And Kimi manages to hang on for 6th place there. So a really good points tally for us. Cadillac not getting a single car into the top 10 tonight. So in the DHL fastest pit stop competitions, the standings look like this. We are now 175 points clear at the top. We are absolutely roasting the competition this season. I can't believe how easy this particular competition has been going for us. I thought it would be a bit tighter than this, but yeah, no points for Cadillac. That's a bit of a shock. 22 points for Red Bull sees them close the gap. They are, let's see, bit of quick mental maths, 35 points behind in 3rd place there on 168. Williams have 86 in 4th. 5th, Aston with 78. RB moving above Alpine today. They're on to 57 points now in 6th. Alpine down to 7th. Sauber in 8th have 39 points. 9th, Haas with 34. 10th, Mercedes with 24. McLaren still yet to score their first point. And there you see our stops. A 2-second stop for Kimi on the first one. Mid-pack stop there in the end. Not too bad. 6th place, we'll take it. Decent first stop, 1.952 for Mini. That would have been good enough for 3rd place. But in the end, 2nd stop, blisteringly quick. That gives him top spot. So, yeah, not a bad day overall. Both drivers get their sponsor targets completed easily. And no contract bonuses to pay out. So 2.375 mil added to our bank balance. Let's head back to HQ. The Tour Centre refurb is done. That's back to giving us full money every week now. That's good. That is the front wing that we put onto Antonelli's car on the Saturday. So we don't have any more of those. Hospitality area is now refurbed as well. That's good. Let's take a look at the post-race data, see what car parts broke. Hopefully not many. Hopefully none. Yay, look at that. Nothing broke. The ERS is down to 18.8%. But we didn't get a fault. So that worked out quite nicely for us. Evening, Tony. You are very, very late to the stream. We are just about done, but good to see you anyway. Replay will be available. Monthly car development report. I never really paid too much attention to this. because it's always distorted if other cars have parts that need to be replaced. Hospitality refurb done. What's confirmation of that? Let's see. RB unveiled a new suspension. It does have some flaws, apparently, but they are working on a rear wing now. They are not where they'd like to be, but they're not doing too bad, I suppose. Haas having a tough season. 11th in the constructors' standings. They are bottom at the moment, but we'll see what they can do. Rehiring Enzo was not the smartest move that they made. Or hiring Enzo. He was with Sauber before, wasn't he? Let's have a look at our affiliates. Arvid has gained a point in adaptability. No improvement for Mick or Gio. No surprise there. They're on development roles for the car rather than themselves. What about our main drivers? Let's take a look. A point in accuracy for Mini that he desperately needs. Look at that. He's up to 65 now. Accuracy is key for consistent lap times, lap in, lap out. And his accuracy stat is abysmal. So needs a lot of work there. His deficit to Kimi is substantial in that department. He's down 28 points. Also down 28 points in the smoothness department as well. So, definitely needs some work there. Reactions are pretty solid. It's accuracy and smoothness are the two areas that he really needs to focus on. He is on wet track, which will help focus on smoothness and accuracy. It'll also boost his control, which isn't really an issue, and his adaptability, which is always nice to have a bit of extra adaptability. You can see the difference there in his stats, showing an extra 8 points because he is in peak mentality right now. Full enthusiasm, which is always good. Back to the inbox. What else do we have? Notice about the front wing and the tour center. There we go. Let's go ahead and make a couple more of these now. We have 8.2 mil in the bank, which is lovely. Let's see. What are we building right now? Underfloors. We've got one more on the way. 2 front wings, a couple of suspensions. These are spares that we need. I'll have a spare front wing going into Miami, and then the second spare will be ready on race day. The underfloor will be ready the day after we head to Miami, so on the Saturday. So we can't start building any more parts now until we come back from Miami. We've got a new chassis and a new side pod in development. We have 7.7 mil. Let's see. What do we want to work on? We know the suspension is not good. What is our tyre wear sitting at 9th? Yeah, unless we take a lot of life out of the suspension, we're not really going to get much at all in the way of gains. Just going to be kind of treading water without an hour's allocation there. What about the underfloor? Probably a similar situation. Yeah, without hours, we're not getting anything there. What about the rear wing? Probably at the same. Yeah, we are. Pretty much at the same situation with all of our parts now. We're just not going to get any gains with our current set of parts or current, not parts, facilities. So we would need to up these to get any real significant gain now. That's an 8mm upgrade. That is a 10mm upgrade. These are going to be about 12. Yeah, 12 there. 12 there. Design center upgrade would give us an extra percentage point on multiple parts. But that's 18mm. Plus it would take 3 months. I think our car might be as good as it's going to get for the most part now this season. Not sure what else we can do other than maybe trying to go intense, but even without ours, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, I think we've kind of hit our limit. That's disappointing. Right, let's get the pit crew training done. Let's do a day of split training. And then we'll do some car building. That's it for training there. And then let's do a day of car building. We want to make sure we are well rested going into Mexico because that is a sprint weekend. And then when we come out of Mexico, just do a little bit more car building there. So we'll end the month just kind of treading water on our stats apart from car building. Quite a busy month. All right, we have 4 days until Miami. That is next week's race on this profile. So before we go, I will load up the Chevy livery. So, there is the team. This is based on a Shell V-Power livery that I've seen on a endurance spec Corvette. There is the logo itself. Tutorial will be getting recorded and uploaded, ready for tomorrow. Driver suit, nice and simple. I haven't found something that I truly like, given that there's a lot of light colours in the Chevrolet badge. It makes it very difficult to do what I wanted to do, which was a white chest and still have a visible Chevrolet logo on the front. I might have to play about with that a little bit. Not settled yet on the driver suit. But the livery itself, very pleased with how that's come out. Very little blending in the colours as well. A little bit here. And that's mainly at the front, just so that there's a bit more white at the front of the car. Sorry, a bit less white at the front of the car, just to have that transition from the red through to the yellow to the white, and also to give a little bit of background to the front driver number, so that stands out a little bit more, because it's, you know, a white on white number makes it very hard to see from some angles, so that just makes it a little bit more visible. And then it's nice and clear at the back there. But this colour fading that you see on the side of the front wing, and that little bit of fade at the back there between the red and the white, and again on the rear wing, that's all part of the livery itself. That's nothing to do with me. That's just this particular livery choice, which is Sweep, apparently. I don't think it is Sweep. I thought it was one of the ones from down here. Maybe it is Sweep. So I could have sworn it was one of these newer ones. But that is delivery. Looks very, very nice, I think. And so that will be part of tomorrow's tutorial. And then we'll be on the new channel tomorrow for some American Truck Simulator. Driving through the States back to our home base in Texas, I think. And then Thursday and Friday on the new channel, on the PC channel, will be the next 2 rounds of our modded F1 Manager series on the PC. So I do hope you'll join me for those. Link can be found in the information about me on this YouTube page, on the homepage. You can also see multiple posts and links to that channel on the community tab as well. So hopefully I will see you there tomorrow. As I say, tutorial on how to do Chevy will be going live tomorrow on this channel. So if you're all at all interested in a Chevrolet build, you will have that option from tomorrow. And yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more very soon.